Take a look at the markets this morning. Joining us now is Sylvia Jablonski, Defiance ETFs CEO, CIO, and co-founder. And a lot of people thought we had another new high yesterday. I was watching some of the other news networks. It's like they closed it. It didn't happen yesterday, but you probably couldn't be criticizing for thinking it was another new high since we've had, I don't know, 40 plus this year or so. Is that going to continue, Sylvia? Is there any waning in momentum that you see, or full steam ahead?
Good morning, Joe. I do think that eventually the momentum and kind of like the velocity of the number of highs is going to wane. But I do expect that we're going to end the year up strong. I do think that the market's going to continue to inch up a little bit over the next couple of months. Monetary policy is favorable to the markets. Earnings are looking pretty good so far. Consumers are spending. The sentiment is good. I think, it's kind of all go for a pretty good year end here.
Do you think that we continue to see tech leadership and semiconductor leadership?
Yeah, so that's a great question. And I think that it's worth, at this point, taking a chance and potentially starting to diversify those portfolios. I started looking at the data on this, and if you look at the Mag 7, actually only two of them, NVIDIA and oh gosh, I'm having like a little mind fart here. Meta, sorry.
Third agency, yeah.
are outperforming the S&P 500 right now. But then if you look into the 493 names after that, you have names like Costco, you have JP Morgan, you have Lilly, a lot of other names are actually outperforming the S&P 500. And so I think with favorable, monetary policy, interest rates coming down, the earnings bar for those names is far lower. Valuations look pretty good. I think it's time to start thinking about diversifying to the 493. Buy those Mag 7s on dips and hang on to them. Don't sell them. But I think with your new dollars, perhaps look at the 493 to put some money to work.
20 days to the election. Is anyone watching that? Is anyone watching what's going to happen in Iran with Israel?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, if we talk about like what is the kind of bump in the road to the theory that the market just rips into year end, I think there's two things. One is the election, and number two is geopolitics and what could potentially happen in Iran. And so I think all eyes are certainly on that conflict. There's a lot of thought out there that perhaps nothing will happen because an election is coming, and then the outcome of that perhaps could determine future results. And so, we'll have to see. But again, what has happened every time we get news out of the Middle East is that tech falls and Mag 7 falls. And so potentially that's another argument to just broaden your portfolio out and diversify into those, ex-Mag names, just have a moat there in case we get a pullback in the high risk names.
Will there be more Fed rate cuts this year?
Yeah, I think data dependent, right? I would anticipate that the Fed would cut going into the rest of the year, perhaps one more time. But, I think the data will kind of give us the news on that. So, jobs were pretty favorable in terms of, the Fed not worrying about, the kind of the shoe falling off there. But we have to kind of see what happens with inflation data going into the rest of the year.
In China, did that catch your interest, the moves? Now we're wondering how long lasting it would be. There's a piece in the Journal today about President Xi and exactly what, just how hardcore he's going to be in trying to continue this. He's definitely still wants to go to a state-run economy more than a capitalist economy or pseudo-capitalist.
Yeah, so China is always the outlier. It is the world's second largest economy. I do think that there's a lot of motivation to boost the markets there and to get performance back there and get investors' money back there. You've just seen this just epic run in kind of these Dragon 7, like these top China names by investors. You're starting to see investments there, volumes pick up there. And so I think that he's likely to continue to support the economy and get the markets back on track there. But that could also be interesting for the U.S. You look at companies like Exxon, for example, that feed them oil and gas. What's going on in the Middle East? There's always kind of an opportunity to look at there if they get some growth.